Okay, thanks for coming out to this quiz 3. Now, according to the lectures, changing U.S. military doctrine, and I mentioned this as well in the Zoom review, is basically everything, right? So it means a lot, altering how we invest in the military, changing focuses such as language skills, purchasing and using different military equipment. Very important. Now, this is important, and this will also be on the midterm exam, but I won't mention utility outfields and division of labor. But what that article is doing is that is Hoffman's argument. It's challenging the Petraeus doctrine and saying it's giving a false binary choice by adding two different areas of development in our military. So it's not just saying, we have this kind of traditionalists, and crusaders, that we have these outfielders in division of labor where some are trained in different ways. That's division of labor, drawing upon like the more Smithian idea, and also utility outfielders where everyone gets kind of a little of everything. Now, Dora Maria Tejas, as you know, is intersubjective understanding of terrorism. Terrorism is very intersubjective understanding of the world. What goes without saying. A generic way to explain this is, hey, and one person's freedom fighters, another person's terrorists, and it's true, and that's what Sandino's illustrates, etc. And we can actually change the identity of these people over time. Now, the lecture spoke about the military strategies of actresses such as Mao Zedong in China and the Peruvian insurgency, the Shining Path, that's Sendero Luminoso. That was these insurgencies basically tried to ambush and capture these military forces, which are much more superior for their hardware. I mean, they're ragtag groups like Afghanistan. And my opinion, you don't have to agree with me, but my understanding of insurgencies, and I actually taught insurgents in Nicaragua. This is an interesting phenomena because they are obviously under, paid. They don't have much money. So how do you get military hardware? And they get it through, ambushing the more superior forces. As Mao Zedong said, the best supplier of weapons was Chiang Kai-shek because he was getting weapons from the United States and elsewhere. Now, the bombings in Bogota deals with the difficulty of addressing urban attacks, not rural, although those are difficult too, but usually rural attacks develop into more guerrilla forces, the FARC and others. But this is basically these urban attacks, which are quite interesting. Now, my backdrop is very important because Sedino, this is again, is the idea that, terrorism depends on one's experiences and point of view. So Sandino fought against the United States when it invaded illegal Nicaragua during the early 1900s. Now, Sandino is considered a hero in Nicaragua, but before it was that he was a bandit, the State Department called him. And Sandino is not the salsa king. I am sorry about that. So thanks for coming out to this little lecture. And additionally, thanks to all the people who came out to the Zoom review, and there were a few people in there, and they were asking very inquisitive questions. Please watch that. That's already up. Obviously, I'm filming this after, but take care, everyone, and please write any comments in the community forum. And if you have any questions just of a more private nature, email me to my email, obviously. All right, take care, everyone.